What is up? 2005 year in review comes to conclusion for the TNA stars with Turning Point. Oh, now we are after Armageddon. I'll announce what year I will review for the next season. Anyways, Turning Point is a fantastic pay-per-view. Took place on December 11th. Once again, of course, you know the location, Impact Zone, Orlando, Florida. But anyways, let's get on to the story. Focus the main event at Turning Point was for the NWA TNA World Show when then champion Jeff Jarrett defends against the challenger Rhino. The storyline begins at TNA's Bound for Glory pay-per-view event on October 23rd. Jarrett was defending the title against Kevin Nash. However, Nash refused to the hospital the night before he was not clear to wrestle. Oh, that's why. Rhino took Nash's place in the match when he defeated Jarrett to win the World Heavyweight Championship, the NWA TNA World Championship. Later, Jarrett reclaimed the title on the November 3rd episode of Impact, leading to the six-man tag match pitting the team of Rhino and Team 3D against Jarrett and America's Most Wanted. TNA Genesis at the TNA Genesis pay-per-view on November 13th. Oh, again, that was the same day Guerrero passed away. Rhino and Team 3D were the victors in that encounter. A rematch between Rhino and Jeff Jarrett for the title was announced on the November 19th episode of Impact. Turning Point. TNA, among the series of video packages, forcing the Rhino and his title match heading into the pay-per-view. The X Division Championship was also at Turning Point, with the then champion HSL face Samoa Joe. The rivalry started at TNA Sacrifice, held on August 14th, when Joe defeated Styles in the best match on that show in the final match for the 2005 Super X Cup tournament. By winning the tournament, Joe was entered to the X Division match against then champion Christopher Daniels. Had interference in the match, leading to Joe's victory. A result, Styles was added to Joe's title match with Daniels with a 3-match at TNA's Unbreakable pay-per-view event. I instantly get that the 5-star rating, in case you didn't know. Held on September 11, 2005, Styles won the bout at Unbreakable, becoming the new champion, thusly to defend against Daniels at Bound for Glory in a 30-man Iron Man match, which Styles also won. Styles will defend the title against Pete Williams, while Daniels and Joe compete in a 4-on-4 elimination X match, which is, I didn't mention it right now, it was their version of their Survivor Series elimination matches. That's why. At Genesis, Styles retained the event, while Joe and Daniels' team were the victors by bashing him over. Joe assaulted Daniels by bashing him over the head with a steel chair, slamming him on the steel chair back first. Daniels was suffering an injury in the storyline as a result of these actions. Therefore, Joe was pretty promoted to carry around the blood-stained towel. I remember when he did that, though. The attack with Joe at Genesis. Anger Styles in the storyline. As Styles accused Joe for violating the underwhelming code of the X Division, following by that challenge Joe to a match at Turning Point for the X Division title on the November 19th episode of Impact, which Joe accepted. On the December 3rd episode of Impact, Joe attacked Styles, claiming he does not care about the X Division code. Team 3D fought AMW in a tag team elimination tables match at Turning Point. The storyline. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get this. I'm trying to read up the backstories. The storyline. Behold this match began on the October 8th episode of Impact, where AMW and Jeff Jarrett finally assaulted Team 3D, letting them covered in blood, although Team 3D were not seen due to sustained injuries with Jarrett, AMW, and Team Canada. Having a similar where they were buried Team 3D's careers on the October 15th episode of Impact. Then Team 3D made their returns from injury at Battle for Glory, attacking Jarrett and AMW. Again, like I said, they won that 6-man match. A tables match was between Team 3D and AMW was announced on November 19th, 2005, episode of Impact that took place on the show. The number one contender for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship was demanded at Turning Point with Christian Cage, who I should have noticed, Christian Cage went to TNA after he quit the WWE, which was a smart move for Christian. Was demanded by Turning Point with Christian Cage being pulled against Monty, the Alpha Man Monty Brown at Genesis. Brown defeated Jeff Hardy to become the number one contender to the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Also at Genesis, Christian Cage makes his debut in the company, progressing he cared about TNA to win the NWA World Heavyweight on the November 19th episode of Impact. Cage retaliated a statement from Genesis, in which Brown agreed to the storyline. Brown said that Cage would have to go through him in order to get the shot before the segment was made to fight. Cage was requesting a match against Brown, and for the NWA Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko on November 22nd, the 26th episode of Impact, which he was granted. TNA held their first ever barbed wire match match. Now we get to the fun stuff. At Turning Point between Abyss and Sabu, my favorite rivalry in TNA. But some of the AJ Styles feuds. But anyways, Abyss and Sabu, they're sold for a long-staying rivalry between the two. Between the Brilliant and Unbreakable, there, Abyss defeated Sabu in no disqualification match. Abyss and Sabu competed in a Monsters Ball match at Bound for Glory alongside Jeff Hardy and Rhino, where Rhino won. At Genesis, Abyss defeated Sabu in another no disqualification match. TNA decided a barbed wire massacre match between Abyss and Sabu. The stipulation they had were Abyss fearing barbed wire in the storyline. Abyss challenged his fear on December 3rd episode of Impact by bashing Sabu over the head with the barbed wire wrapped steel chair. Oh shit, what'd I do? Oops. Anyways. And speaking of that, we get to that match right now. Sabu defeats Abyss in a barbed wire match. This was fun as hell, and it was brutal in a good way. 9.5 out of 10. You know, Richards had long sleeve referee shirts, gloves. Holy shit, I went long. Combat boots, and yeah, it was fun as hell, but it went in a good way. 9 out of 10. Next up, Austin Aries and Matt Bailey defeated Alex Shelley and Roger Strong in an okay tag match, a 6. Next up, Raven defeats Chris K. Who the hell's Chris K? Well, it's Chris Canyon in a I hate this feud between Zbyszko and Raven, a 4. Next up, Team Canada defeats the one only 4 Live crew, a 2. The only reason I'm giving a 2 because Conan turned heel. Only bad match on the show, though. Next up, we have Chris Sabin, Dale Torborg. I don't remember you. He was the best baseball guy. And Sanjay Dutt defeat the Diamonds of the Rough in a 6-man tag team match. Well, it's called a base brawl match. The worst match on the card, a 1. The storyline, everything gets out of the storyline heading into a Turning Point. Because I don't follow baseball. Next up, Christian Cage defeats Mike Brown in his first TNA pay-per-view match. His first TNA actual match was against Bobby Roode on the Go Home Impact before Turning Point. This was, I prefer the Destination X 2006 match later on. I give it a 7. Next up, Team 3D defeats America's Most Wanted in a tables match. Not that great of a tables match, but if this was not for the tag house, well, next month, I'm not gonna tell you what year it will be. You're gonna wait till Armageddon. Anyways, this was a solid match. I give it 3 stars, 6 out of 10. But hot damn, we get to the best match on the show. Once again, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe for the X Division title. A 9.5 out of 10. These guys, every time these two wrestle each other, it's gold. I give this a 9.5 out of 10. Samoa Joe wins by making AJ Styles pass out to the Cohita clutch or the Rare Naked Choke. Again, 9.5 out of 10. And Christopher Daniels made his return and take down Samoa Joe by next month. In the main event, Jeff Jarrett defeats Rhino in their third encounter to retain the world title. In a good match, but there was a lot of interference. Like Jarrett and Diamond Dallas Page at Destination X. But I give this a 5.5 out of 10. But after the lights went out, no, not the Undertaker, but a scorpion appears, and we all know what's going to happen. Sting made his debut at Final Resolution next month with the bat, the boots, and the trench coat on a chair. But overall, turning point, it was a solid pay-per-view. I give it a 6 out of 10. Actually, I'll give it a 6 point. Actually, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Like Destination X. But unfortunately, I can't give it a full rating because No Surrender and Genesis did not get rated. I'll get back to those. I'm not gonna tell you. But I'll catch you next time for Armageddon, and I'll tell you what year it will be. Bye.